Hi, TikTok family and my education family. Yes, Ed fam, it's Valerie with another video for you. Coming at you today with a good and a bad. Let me tell you about the good first. I had to go this morning to get my teeth cleaned. Hope it's not any hamburger in them because I did have lunch. Anyway, went and got my teeth cleaned. After the hygienist was done, my dentist came in and she has two marvelous sons. So I said, how are the boys? And she said, oh, they're doing marvelous. They started back to school. They've had a great year and everything is going well. And then she said, you know, I have one that entered kindergarten this year, right? I said, I didn't remember that. Congratulations. How's that going? She said, it is going well. He loves kindergarten. He loves his teacher. And I'm so happy for that because he's the kind of fella that wouldn't ease into it or transition well. But he did. And I asked her, what do you think attributed to that? And she said how the teacher was able to use her perception, if not discernment, as it relates to him being someone who would need extra attention and a sweet little nudge. So he absolutely loves her. There's been no transition problems, and the dentist was so very pleased. She went on to say that she's fallen in love with the teacher, and I said, wow, what brought about that? And she went to tell me that the teacher had reached out to her to say hello and welcome to kindergarten, that the teacher had done that just yesterday. So this is their third week of school, and the teacher was still getting around to all of the parents to say hello. I'm glad to have your child in my class. Isn't that great? I think that is absolutely marvelous, and we've got to do more of that. It builds a culture of acceptance and appreciation. It also lays the groundwork for beautiful parent-teacher relations going forward. Don't let your first call to parents be one to report the child having done something inappropriate. Build a positive relationship. It'll take you all the way to June. Now for the bad. Okay. I went to get my nails done. Don't you just love that chalk white? It's a nice transition from summer to spring to summer, and it'll take you into the fall too, depending on what you put it on with. Well, here's the bad. I did have one person to tell me that their child came home and said no one talks to them, that they wish they were back in the classroom that they had last year because it seems like the teacher doesn't like them. Well, we know that's not true, but perception is reality. I used to make it my business to find the least, one might say, likable child and shower them with love and attention. They became my class pet for a while. You pass out the papers. You lead the line. I want to charge you with doing that. Go out there and look in your classroom. Pay very close attention. And the one who needs loving on the most, go on out there with them. Let them pass out your papers. Let them take names. I don't even know if you still do that. I might be dating myself. But at any rate, love on them. Help them feel good about being in that room. I once had a fellow who told me by way of a personal note as he left my classroom one day. He said, Mrs. Lee, I was Mrs. Lee then, not Dr. Lee. I will always do my homework for you. Now, what he was saying was, you motivate me. You cause me to want to do well. And that's what we should do as educators. We should empower them, inspire them, and have them to want to do well. Now, his name was Darius. I eventually met with Darius and said, I found your note. I received your note. Thank you so very much. And then I began to talk with him about having that intrinsic value for learning and love for learning. I said, while I'm very pleased that you will always do your homework for me, I also want you to do it for Darius. Reach out to your kids. Begin to build relationships. Find out how they're doing. Comment on those good-looking sneakers they're wearing. If they get a haircut, say, I like your fresh haircut. If somebody got braids over the weekend, wow, those braids are popping. Reach out to them. Love on them. Relationship is so important. I posted something last week. Kids don't care how much we know until they know how much we care. Take care.